Right, so we're on a Sunday. So when you watch this, this will probably go up on Monday. We really hope you enjoyed our little happy Christmas message that we did. And we did a video the other night, and we got a message about a little boy that saw Sandra dressed up as an elf and was a bit transfixed. So we're going to say a big hello to a young boy who's eight months old, Luca. Look who I've got to see you. Hello, Luca. Bounce. Boink.
Hello, Luca. How are you? We heard that your mum Nico and your dad Phil have been watching our channel, and you like watching it too. So Merry Christmas from this little elf. Merry Christmas!
So my little elf's disappeared. So happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Luca, and also to, I forgot the name now, I'm rubbish on remembering names. Phil, I heard you've had a bit of a little incident where you've been in hospital and everything, and wishing you well, Phil, on a safe and peaceful recovery. And also to Nico, thanks for getting in touch. Right, little Elfie, you can come out cognito disguise now and start talking. Sandra's never been the same since I got this elf hat. She just randomly keeps walking around with it and answering the door with it, which is even more.
That was, well, necessary but unfortunate, I would say.
I got an email yesterday. I'm sorry for coming around and inconveniencing you. I probably thought it was some kind of weird elf and Father Christmas party going on at the house or something. One of them weirdo parties. Right. So a bit of a bitty day. So a bit of a lay-in this morning, and you've been over to pick up a car battery, haven't you, for the noddy car? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to change the car battery. Do you think I can change a car battery, Sandra?
Well, I've brought it home for you to change, so I have faith in you, dear.
Let's try again. Sandra never answers a question. Let's try again. Do you think I can change a car battery, Sandra?
Yes. Do you think that I didn't think that since I brought the battery home for you to change? But anyway, it's like self-evident, I think.
Okay. Do you think I could change a light bulb on your car for you, Sandra?
In a timely manner, no.
So you paid £15 last week for somebody to change a light bulb?
Because you think it's okay to drive around for like a week or two with no light, and I don't like driving in winter with no light, without all my lights, so...
I'll change it if it's a 10-minute job. No faith in me.
It was dark by the time you'd finished everything else you were trying to do that week.
Once upon a time, so some of you may not know, many years ago, I used to hold an RAC clubman's rally licence. So I used to do rally driving and all the rest of it. And yeah, the days when working on cars was easy and simple without all the electronics today. You could rip out an engine in the morning and put a new engine in a couple of hours on a car and modify things, and life used to be simple. Anyway, I'm going to go and get my hands greasy.
But that's kind of the point. It's like my car's intentionally bought as a low-tech car, so it's not got many automated features, so we're hoping it won't cause too many issues changing the battery. We
might need to take it back to Toyota, actually. I've spotted something wrong with it.
Well, the only slight issue is, will the automatic ignition still start? I'm a bit worried about that, but...
Should do.
Well, what should do is not.
But it's only got 3 cylinders. There's a cylinder missing. Cars have 4 cylinders. Every car has 4 cylinders. Why has yours only got 3?
Everything's in miniature.
3 cylinder. Right, we're going to do that, and all being well, if we get time, we're going to try and whip down the couple of spare rolls of insulation we've got, and get our money back on that as well, aren't we?
Well, we're very short on time, right?
We are.
Because you've not mentioned I'm taking my mum to hospital in a couple of hours, so yeah.
Well, you're not mentioning who was the last person to take your mother to hospital?
It was you. Thank you, dear. But today it's me, and we're running out of time, and you're faffing. You're
just going for one department. I ended up spending an afternoon with your mother. Don't talk about the mother-in-law, and don't slag the mother-in-law off. I have never, ever slagged my mother-in-law off.
Much.
Have I, Sandra? Right, we're going to crack on. I'm going to go and I've got a socket, so a 12mm socket and some spanners. Let's go and change this battery.
I just need a hand getting the insulation in your car, and then I can crack on with my bit.
We will do. I might need a hand with that as well.
Come on.
The noddy car. Like a little go-kart, this thing. It's got like a Singer sewing machine engine in it.
Right, it's there.
Right, so this has got
that's
wired,
interesting.
this has got modifications on it that it shouldn't have, which I don't know what they are straight away. Hang on a minute, let's have a Google on this. Right, so we've got disconnect, battery bracket down here. Well, what is that on the side? Alright, so basically this has just been literally stuck onto the side of the battery with some double-sided tape, which I'm not too happy about how that's going to reattach. And it shouldn't be a major problem.
I said,
Don't say
we don't have
it.
any industrial double-sided tape,
No.
do we?
Cable tie it on. Be easy. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to disconnect the earth, disconnect the positive, bolt down there, and all being well, it'll come in and out. And going to have a quick look whether we've got any industrial, like 3M double-sided tape. If not, we'll just run a couple of cable ties around there, and we'll need to order some tape as well. What are you doing, Sandra?
Well, it's open. I'm just checking the oil, which I've not checked for a while.
Right, so we've cable tied that round with 2 ties, so that's pretty rock solid. Live ignition's on, earth's on, new battery on.
The little one's still loose. It's
snap
got...
it, she'll snap it. She'll snap it, and she snapped it. Right, let's start again, Sandra. Leave things alone, wait for me. Right, so that's on, that's all right. Go on, give it a crank over. Will it start, won't it start? Do I know how to fit a car battery?
Count your chickens.
Sandra says I'm not to count my chickens. 1 chicken, 2 chicken, 3 chicken, 4 chickens, 5 chickens. Counted 5 chickens. And guess what? My chickens just hatched. Right, all being well, that's Sandra off my back. There's no radio code to put in or anything like that, just a clock to change. But that's all done, yeah?
Yes, thank you.
God, you said thank you.
Well, when I was looking for the oil, I found another problem, which is going to really stress you out.
What's wrong?
What does ODO mean?
No idea.
That
ODO's an odometer, is it an odometer? Yeah, so Sandra's just going to take the noddy car, quick run around the block, double check everything's alright, but that's easy peasy job. How much would Holfords have charged to have fitted a battery? Right, Holfords are called Holfords. Used to ride with frauds. 15 quid to change a light bulb. Yeah, so just the wicks, and I've got 2 rolls of insulation in the back that we've not used when we were doing the attic. So Sandra's just gone in, she's printed out her receipts because we placed the order all online, so we're just checking that we can return these in store. So I said to Sandra, if we've got a problem, what all we'll do is we'll unroll the installation in the attic and add on another tier of installation. But fingers crossed we'll get our money back. We shall wait and see. Wicks. Right, refunded, Sandra, got 40 quid, was it 40 quid?
44.
44 pound back in the bank. Can I take away from your tea tonight, Sandra?
Do what?
I was going to cook. I've got ham. I've got a joint of ham tonight. I'm going to boil up the ham tonight. I'm going to do ham. I'm going to fry up. I'm going to slice some potatoes quite thin. I'm going to saute them, fry them up with a bit of onion and butter in them, and a nice couple of bowlfuls of vegetable we've got. No idea how lucky you are to have me.
You can use the fresh kale out of the garden.
And you can have your fresh kale out of the garden. Right, let's get home. Right, well, Sandra has taken her mother to a hospital to get some. What's it? She's having an MRI scan today. Sorry, yeah. I'm just going to prep up 2 meals. I'm going to do tea for tonight and also tea for tomorrow. Tomorrow I have got a very busy running around day tomorrow. I've got several people to try and see. So I'm going to do a beef stew tomorrow, and tonight, I think I mentioned earlier, we're going to have boiled ham or boiled gammon. So that's soaking in a pan of water at the moment. And I'm going to peel up some stuff here. I've got some spuds and carrots and other stuff here which I'm going to peel And I'm also going to slice up some potatoes with the skins on, which I'm going to fry up with some onion, mushroom and garlic, and some veg for tonight as well. So I'm also going to fry up some diced beef I've got here, just to give that a quick browning, and lob that into the stew pot for stew for tomorrow. Alright, so just browning off this this meat at the minute, it's beef, and I'm going to lob that into the pot or a casserole dish, whatever you want to call it, and that should be done actually now. There. Have you noticed, does anybody watch the BBC News? So I keep getting grumpy recently, but like the BBC in the last few years has just become, I don't know what it's become. It's not what it used to be, let's say. And the BBC News used to be quite a responsible, balanced news programme, and it's not anymore. It's very, very biased, and it's been part of what I call Project Fear. So a lot of you will be aware that in recent months, in recent times, there's a big outbreak of avian flu taking place, and it's horrendous to what's going on poultry farms, with free-range birds, so turkeys and chickens and ducks and things like that are having to be put under cover, and obviously the decimation of the bird population. Anyway, I'm sure you're all aware of this. So the BBC, they are meant to be a responsible news channel. We're part of the Project Fear that we're going to run out of toilet paper. Do you remember the running out of toilet paper? They were pushing that there's a toilet paper shortage just out of people. Sorry. And what was it then? And then a few months ago, wasn't it? The BBC turned around and said one petrol station in London had run out of petrol. And they ramped up that there's a petrol shortage. There's a petrol shortage. Project Fear. Next minute, no petrol, no fuel for your car. And they've constantly, they're just worse than a cheap, tacky tabloid newspaper. So anyway, so where I'm coming to is in recent times they have been going on about the avian flu and how it's impacting farmers. And some independent farmers, those that are on like TikTok and YouTube, will know some independent farmers have not got a turkey shortage. The birds are in-house, they're not free-ranging, but they have not got a turkey shortage. But the big places, there is a problem. So the BBC have been telling you all, no turkeys for Christmas, your Christmas is wasted, it's the worst Christmas ever, there are no turkeys. So what people have been doing, if you go to your supermarket, because there's going to be a turkey shortage, you'll see in the freezer compartment there are frozen turkeys. So the BBC are now claiming, and this was on an article a couple of nights ago, and it really wound me up. The cost of living crisis. People haven't got any money anymore, so instead of buying fresh turkeys, they're buying frozen turkeys. The bloody Muppets BBC have been telling you can't buy fresh turkeys, so people have been buying frozen turkeys. Sorry, little rant out of the way. And as for sprouts, the cost of sprouts, don't eat sprouts, go and buy some carrots. Right, so I've got some fresh vegetable in a pan of cold water there that we're going to boil up. I've just sliced up some potato with the skin on, which I'm going to fry in butter with some fresh mushrooms, onion and garlic. So that's going to sort of I'm going to fry that up, and I'm going to cheat again. I've got some frozen green vegetable which I'm also going to boil, and I've also made up the stew for tomorrow. I'm going to put some frozen peas and beans into this stew, and then cover it up with a gravy stock. And I can let that that can soak overnight, ready to go in the oven tomorrow for when I get home from my run around day that I've got. So let me get some vegetables into here and put the kettle on and make up some stock. There we go. So that's tomorrow's steak stew already. Yeah, a day ahead of myself, aren't I? Right, so we've just brought that up to the boil, and I'm going to let that simmer down, turn the heat down a little bit now, and we're going to boil that gammon stroke ham joint for an hour. I've just warmed up the vegetables that we've got that we're going to boil up, and then in about 40 minutes, with 20 minutes to go before everything will be ready, I'm going to get the frying pan out and start to fry up these sliced potatoes, onion, mushroom and garlic in butter. Right, so I've just got these sliced potatoes frying away in some butter, and once both sides have started to go a golden brown, I'm now going to go and get my mushrooms, onions and garlic. So I've got a little fork and scoodle out those bits of garlic. Hang on a moment. And basically, I'm now just going to fry everything all up so that onion and garlic, along with the mushroom, all gets coated in butter. And that's the ham there. That's been in now for an hour. The other vegetables that I've got are all boiled up and ready. Right, that's the boiled gammon stroke ham, whatever you would like to call it, sliced off. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of salt on the veg, a little bit of English mustard for the boiled ham stroke gammon, and there's my lovely tea ready. I had a message from Sandra. She's back at her mum's, so when Sandra gets in, everything here is all ready for her. Nice and easy to heat up. Really simple, really tasty, really nice tea. How's your tea, Sandra?
Fine, thank you.
You're quite happy with it. You're looking a bit red in the face. You're a bit early for drinking wine, isn't it?
It's been very cold outside and it's very hot in here, so I think it's the contrast.
Beautiful log burner that's going, isn't it?
Thanks for reminding me. I'm about to go and do family conference.
And how was your mother?
She did all right, actually. Yeah, that went relatively smoothly.
Relatively smoothly. And how was the hospital appointment and MRI scan? Did it all go okay?
It did.
Any dramas?
No dramas.
No dramas. Right, okie dokie. So it's been a bit of a lazy Sunday for a Sunday.
I would say not lazy, personally.
Yeah,
some of us were up earlier than others.
Well, whose fault is that if you get up at 4:30 in the morning?
It wasn't 4:30 in the
You
morning.
got the other morning at 4:30 in the morning. You've flipping set all the alarms off. Does anybody want to see any coverage of our security cameras of Sandra running around at 4:30 in the morning? Even Russia was wondering what's going on. Right, okay, we'll finish this off here. I'm going to watch England on the second half, and
I need to go.
You need to go. She needs to go. She's got a family conference call. Right. See you all soon, guys. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.